A viewer requested an update on my car camper. So I've traveled 10,000 miles in this car, and how have things worked out since introducing my hybrid RAV4 to YouTube last year? Have I made any radical changes to my setup? Was there anything that didn't work out well or just plain drove me nuts? Let's start at the top. The sunroof has been great, especially with the screen and magnets I bought from skeeterbeater.com. But some people make their own screen with magnets. I used the screen on warm nights when it wasn't warm enough to need an air conditioner. The sunroof has also been great because sometimes I have all the windows covered for privacy, but I still get fresh air and sunlight. The solar panel. This $90 Mighty Max solar panel has already paid for itself, I think. This is something that has worked out better than expected. It's only 80 watts, but it has kept my 400-watt generator charged up. I use this to power my iPad and my iPhone when I'm in the back of the car, which is several hours in the morning and many hours at night, all day if it's raining. What I love about the panel on the roof versus the foldable solar panels that I used to use is that I never have to think about it. From the minute the sun comes up in the morning till it sets, it's taking in power. Even if it's a rainy day, it'll still take in 10 watts or so. My painted Sterilite drawers have worked out as well as expected. It's hard to tell because the mattress is in the way, but there are 7 Sterilite drawers and 3 narrow drawers behind the seat. So 10 drawers total has been plenty. And there's still a lot of stuff stored back behind the drawers. I'm very happy with my little micro kitchen. It's nice having a dedicated space for cooking. I just replaced my $12 hot plate with an induction cooktop that I showed in a recent video. My Stansport plastic toilet may not be a porcelain goddess, but she has been a blessing nonetheless. I've done separate videos already on my Alpicool refrigerator and my Energy Kodiak generator. Both are working out well. My 3-gallon water dispenser is doing a great job of keeping enough water on hand for 3 or 4 days. If you have a bigger vehicle than this, you can and should keep more water than that on hand. 3 gallons doesn't last very long. The cargo net is holding up well. I keep all of my window covers and 2 flexible solar panels up here. Speaking of window covers, these WeatherTech covers I bought for all of the windows are silver on one side to reflect the sun and black on the other side. But it was a shiny black. You could see a reflection on them, so it was obvious that it was a window cover. So I covered the black side with matte black tape so they're less obvious. Excuse me, miss. Can I help you? I have 2 all-powers flexible solar panels up here that I hardly ever use. There weren't a lot of sunny days in the southeast, and it's much more convenient to use the hybrid engine to keep my Kodiak generator full. It takes very little gas to idle a hybrid engine. The best thing about my SUV car camper by far is the hybrid battery. It's the greatest thing ever as far as usefulness for car camping and traveling. If you're thinking about car camping and if you can get your hands on a hybrid, do it. First of all, I'm averaging almost 40 miles to the gallon. I do like to take the scenic route, and the hybrid battery kicks in at those slower speeds. Secondly, the hybrid battery has kept my Kodiak 1100-watt generator charged up much faster than solar panels can. I just turn on the engine, and for less than $1 on gas, it charges up my Kodiak in a few hours. I timed how long the engine can idle before the hybrid battery depletes, and the gas engine has to replenish it, and it's 40 minutes that the battery lasts. So 3 minutes of gas gives me 40 minutes of battery power when idling. And it's not only more convenient to not pull out solar panels, but you can't count on sunny days all the time unless you're in California or Arizona. And you need a lot of sunlight to fill up that 1100-watt beast. Plus, when it's a nice sunny day, I want to be sightseeing or something, not dealing with solar panels or generators. If I were car camping just once in a while, I don't know if I'd even bother investing in solar panels or generators if you have a hybrid, unless you want to plug in items that use more than 150 watts. Another great thing about having a hybrid is not using much gas for the air conditioner or the heat. I start the car, and with the temperature control, I set it to a comfortable temperature and sleep like a baby, because that's the temperature it'll be all night. But the gas engine does have to kick in more often if you're using the heater or the air conditioner. I just wish all of the features of this vehicle came in a high-top van size. A hybrid high-top van with four-wheel drive and climate control. That would be the ultimate. Because sometimes a little more space would be nice, especially when there are long stretches of bad weather. Maybe someday when I slow down my travels.